Hello, welcome guys. Welcome to Sunday Shogi, where on Sundays we do some Shogi together. Hi Toad, thank you for the raid. Welcome, pre-viewers. Welcome. Hope you had a great stream, Toad. I see you streamed Shogi. Hi Pinoicle, Cheese James, Nipa, our king. Welcome. Cold Archie, welcome again, Cheese James. I said your name twice, but those emoticons are beautiful. Yellow traffic light, welcome again. And for Adun. If you guys join the DTS series, there is the link in the chat. You can help by further improving the tournament by giving us your feedback. So I really recommend that you share your honest opinion there. I promise I won't be hurt if there will be bad responses. No, I'm joking. We honestly accept all the responses because we do want to improve so that we can make even better tournament for you guys. And in the meantime, if you have any Kifu for me to analyze, please post the game link in the chat so that we can see how is your Shogi mood. How is your... I cannot find the right English words today, can I? How is your condition going? Are you getting stronger? Are you getting a little bit off track? We're gonna find out. This is the 81-0 league from the yellow traffic light, so I assume Eon Grey. We're gonna wait patiently as the 81 dojo loads the Kifu. We're gonna download it. Okay, then we will have Maurice Kifu, who's also got it. Anyone else? Now is the time. Maybe we should give it like more official name, like Harbour's Study. Or even more bland, Twitch, Shogi Harbour, or Shogi Harbour. Let's be very honest about it. Mifa, another handicap game. 4-piece handicap. Oh, with Maple! Nice. I see you crashed him. Oh no. I wished for the opposite result. Alright, so first we will have Eon Grey, who will be Gotte. So we will watch it from Gotte's point of view. Do I need to make the board bigger? Yes, I do. And let's jump right in. If you guys have more Kifu, just post it in the chat. I will be copying it as I notice new links coming in. So, yellow traffic light, you're playing swinging rook, I assume. 4-5 rook, okay. So usually we have few options here. We can like move the silver up. If they come to exchange this, we move the silver up and we defend this double attack on this pawn with 2 defenders. And that way we can choose which rook do we want to play. Usually that's like opposite rook, right? The Mukai Bishop. But 4-5 rook is really tricky one. It's more defensive based, I think. What I like to do is build Mino, put my king here, and then, you know, it's hard to break through. But let's see. This is tricky because there's an early bishop exchange possible. Let's see how it went for you. You play twin gold castle. So again, in double swinging rook, castles are very tricky. Okay, let me start with this. In swinging rook, double swinging rook, we have no Joseki, right? But there are those tiny things you can do in the opening that changes the situation. For example, it is said that some people don't like to close their bishop diagonal, yeah, because this play style is more free, and they immediately, if you make a Mino castle, they can immediately boom put the bishop here because they're not opposed and break you through. And then there's the question of which castle do we make, where do we put our king, and there have been different experiments of putting these golds in different places, building Yaguras, Minos, twin golds, even Anagumas. Yeah, they are all possible. So it's a really tricky opening. and it's hard to tell. So the only threat that we should really be careful about is something like this. When the bishop comes in and attacks the lens, we cannot move the silver anymore. So yes, moving the silver first is a safe play. Going for Mino wouldn't be too bad. But that determines your shape, basically. So your opponent is like, aha, now I see what castle you make, so I'm gonna make a attacking shape to destroy it. Keyful from James, got it. So here we take and we decide to drop. So yes, we have the option of like going for Yagura instead. But yeah, I can understand why you would do this. Yes, we're defending this move and this move at the same time. Okay, with the silver push up. And now we're castling. We are playing twin gold, so we push the edge pawn, that's fine. And now our opponent will extend this pawn, exchange this pawn, and put a pressure of having 2 pawns in hand. Yellow says, I heard that Pires Gold is a stronger castle against ranging rook than Mino Castle, especially Ishida, which goes for the edge. What's your opinion on that statement? Yes, if you think of the edge, the Mino Castle will have the weakness on the edge, and it might be early attack, but this is why you should consider not pushing this pawn in Mino Castle. Okay, if we go really tactical, you can actually ask your opponent here, like early on. Some lady pro even ask like here. Do you want to answer this? And therefore limit your opponent's options for the castling, right? So edge is very tricky for swinging rook. Everything is determined by the edge. Whenever you push it, you have faster attack, or you don't push it, then your king will have weaker escape. But maybe with Mino on 7, okay, so with Mino you want to keep the king here, farther from the edge. Depending on the situation, you will put it here, or maybe you will just leave it here, so that this attack will be slower. It's like a little bit tricky play. The reason why twin gold is stronger is because there's a one piece that's affecting the edge, basically. Does Ishida go for the edge? No, depends on the situation again, because this was Ishida and now it's opposing rook, yeah? So it can evolve into different strategy. Mapo asked me to start the weekly handicap Shogi ladder. That's cool. He's really motivated. All right, so I don't like this silver move. I think yellow, you can tell me why I don't like the silver. I don't think it's the full explanation, because I think it can be better explained, but also, or it really depends on the situation. You are playing against freedom. All right, I just needed that additional information. It blocks the rook. No, what you mean the bishop, right? Not the rook. Yeah, but that's the problem, right? So perhaps you did this to be able to play this move. Perhaps. And this is why, to begin with, this move is not liked by many people, right? So that's kind of follow up on that. Yeah. How to avoid that? So what third by rook doesn't like is when you offer bishop exchange. Third by rook doesn't really like it. And depending on the situation, you can push this early. Yes, I know I said silver is a good move, but actually maybe there is option for pushing this early, especially they move the gold. And if they were to exchange it and go for Ishida, you can see that the gold here is already making this side weaker. And the rook is floating, so there might be some... Okay, let's just show a simple example. Might be some bishop drops that, you know, attack the rook. In here, You could argue if the bishop can block it and stuff like this, but then this knight is vulnerable. It's not easy, but you can argue that third white rook will be unhappy. While, you know, you're having this gold on the bottom, having this silver here, you're quite happy. The only problem is this is kind of blocking your king, but also it's protecting this bishop drop from their side, so maybe it's good. This time if they drop it, you know, you just... If they drop it, you just move the gold here, and you're happy. Anyway, I'm getting too technical here. So yeah, that's the problem, I think, that's the reason why I played here. Maybe therefore moving the bishop up is better. One more thing. So generally what's going to happen after this is they will block their bishop and you're happy. Yes, they can make this Ishida style thing here, you know, but it's kind of to be expected, yeah? You know they're gonna do it. So you can prepare for it, yeah? You can prepare for it. And now they're stuck with it. You can evolve your castle, you can evolve your position, and they're stuck with it. But it's... Well, again, I guess you're free down, so you should be thinking about those things as well. Okay, and here, yeah, depending on the situation. Yeah, I faced this before, and when they commit to giving up the bishop diagonal like this, it's actually not too hard to attack defend. Yeah, because the rook and the knight are kind of stuck together, right? They're kind of extended, and they will have trouble breaking through, yeah? Here they have control over the center of the board. If they go here, it's like, meh. It's really hard. You have to push the silver somewhere, and it's a frontal attack, and your rook, too many arrows, and your rook is very close. Kind of scary. And this is why they would go for the opposing rook, so they have more options. So here one could argue that you can play this move, just to avoid allowing them exchanging this. Sometimes it works. Do they have an attack here? Not yet, right? You have a pawn. They have a pawn in hand. They need one more. I don't think it's working. Okay, so see? Remember, I mentioned this bishop before? You gave them the space, they took the space. And now it's really hard to punish, because if your silver goes up, they're gonna push this pawn. If you push this pawn, they're gonna push the knight. And it all starts to make sense for them. So, even in static rook, guys, I always mention this is a weak position for the bishop, but look how active it is. It's rare to have this bishop, but man, it feels good. So now you're trying to contest. Oh, they should. Okay, they didn't push the pawn. Okay. Okay, so now they have double protection of the square, right? You cannot go here because there are two pieces versus two. One more thing. Perhaps if they push a pawn here, you can push here and then contest this square by pushing it, but it becomes more complex. And so here you want to do that, but the rook is protecting the square, so you have to somehow force them out before doing so. And if you don't have a quick attack, then you should go for slower one. So again, gold up, bishop move, and then silver up, forcing your attack. Stuff like that. In the meantime, they're gonna move the knight. Their king is still not ready. They cannot really go strongly, right? Famous last words, yeah. But also they don't have an attack yet, right? The fastest attack they can make is knight. And they cannot move the knight because they put the rook here. If the rook would be on the back, the knight here, maybe they can go push, drop, silver takes, bishop sacrifice, knight, lance takes, knight jump. That would be like an edge attack, but that's a piece disadvantage, right? Bishop versus silver. So it's not an easy attack, and their king is not ready. So yes, they took 2 pawns in hand, but there's even more reason for you to not like jump against them. Not yet. You have to find your own line of attack. Yeah, the silver is like, I understand like here, but here it's like you lose that silver, right? Silver is huge in Shogi. Silver is like half of a rook, right? And the knight escapes. If you were able to take those 2 pieces, it might be worth it, but you take only 1. Also, they could have protected it with their bishop drop, I think. And then you just lost a silver, right? Okay, maybe there is this one. Maybe they can protect it. Maybe you don't get material back. Maybe I would have played this. And this way you just end up losing a silver, right? But okay, let's assume it's your strategy. You sacrifice the silver for a lance and you get a horse. All right, let's go with it. Hello, Abigail. So then we have only rook and a horse. And you need 4 attacking pieces in Shogi. Yeah, we need to use a pawn or some other pieces. I'm looking at this knight. I don't see any attack. You lost the attacking silver. This is why it feels weak. And immediately they have this attack here. That's kind of painful. This knight and this bishop drop together with this rook. See how well their pieces cooperate compared to yours? So this exchange also left you your pieces like kind of spread out. While here they have no attack yet, right? They're just, I'm gonna protect my bishop. Oh, very well. I shall allow that, you know. You don't have to do anything yet. I shall prepare my attack as well. Alright, we shall finish the castle and then think of the next move. Maybe I shall push the center. Oh, I shall push the center too. Look at that, I opened my bishop line, the king's line here. And then there's mind games. You can even pressure the rook if you wanna. Yeah. I don't know. It's very difficult. Middle game is difficult. I don't know what's the best move. Okay, anyway, back to here. So we sacrifice, we move back. Trying to use the horse, they drop the bishop. Did they just... This is a free down that we're speaking. Interesting. I'm lucky to have lance drop to 5-4 to chase the rook and hit the ear of the king, but 5-7 is still strongly dependent, and I still would need more pieces for the attack. So... honestly, I would take it with the rook. I would be like, yeah, my rook is stuck in the middle of the board. Thank you for activating it. Now I shall be attacking your camp very quickly. Maybe that would be my way of thinking. You don't have a pawn, yeah? Pawn drop would be painful, but you don't have a pawn. This is why I would consider that. Pawn takes, sure. Yeah, meh, or move the king. But the bishop drop? That's greedy, that's greedy. Kinda greedy. Okay, so here your opponent should have dropped the silver, I think. I know it looks weird. It's better to give up the silver than the rook, okay? Better to give up the silver than the rook. Next you're gonna take the lance in the corner, right? If he gives away your rook, then it's kind of scary. Okay, this. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. We take the lance, we take the rook, we don't do... That's actually interesting. Maybe silver wasn't necessary. So we have a rook versus a silver, but we don't have a pawn. That's painful. By the way, there are games, I know it's a totally different situation, but there are games that are Tesuji like this. There's those rare Shogi games that this would be a Tesuji distracting the horse away. I think this Kubo sensei played a move like that in the past. So we take, drop the lance, and here they defend with the silver. Okay, take, drop the rook, and we drop the silver. So we don't have a pawn. I wouldn't mind taking this, I guess. We're attacking to v. Oh, no. Oh, I see. So we're afraid of this. I see there are 2 pieces for 1 if we would take it, but then there is this. And then we don't get 2 pieces. Alright, so maybe... It's kind of sad, isn't it? I would consider this promoted to be able to move it to here and then make a check, but I don't know. Okay, so let's start with this. I have no idea who's better in this position. We are having the initiative. We have a rook. We're still losing a silver, right? But we got a lance. If we take a pawn, we delete the fugire, but then we're losing a silver fully. It's kind of tricky. So we drop the lance, we get a silver back. So we have a rook as silver, and our lance is like hanging in the middle of the board. So material-wise, it's kind of equal, but we have the initiative, forcing them to break their shape. Continue attack. Speaking of which, maybe this move was better for them then? But then we can go here, right? It's kind of interesting point. Yes, Abigail, it's always the time to share the key fob. Take. We have a bishop. That's not enough. But we are keeping attack on the knight here. Okay. We continue attacking. So we lost a knight. And then we gain a gold. We lost a lance. So I'm not a fan of this, but if they escape like this, maybe. Yeah, that's scary. It's like we need something to, like the king is gonna escape here. We need something to stop him, and this horse would be the best piece to do it, but it's so far away. My opponent suggested pawn to 6-4 instead of silver. I mean, you could argue that then your castle gets destroyed, but the meaning is to take the knight, charge the exchange horses, and play knight drop to 2-6. You said instead of moving the silver to 3-9. Oh, you mean after? I see. Not dropping, moving. Here, okay. So the problem is, if you do that, as you say, exchanging horses, instead of dropping the gold. Okay, sorry, it's me. Changing those. And there's this obvious knight drop here. But you're saying that in between of those, there's a knight drop. And if we take, this is a checkmate. So that's what you're saying, I understand that. And if they run, we take the silver, they run, Drop the silver, they run, they drop the gold. So that's the checkmate line, right? Now the question is what they can do about it. And do they have to do anything about it? Like, they don't have to take your horse. So if we do this crazy line that I've shown before, and if we were to take this, we die, right? That is interesting, it is. Yeah, I was thinking about pawn 6-4, but just the look of it, it kind of opens our king. But yeah, if you want a piece to hand, it would make sense. How about we forbid you from taking? This is too slow. The horse comes here. Okay. We drop the rook. Take this with the horse. Okay, how about we drop the rook here? I'm counting the most like dangerous lines for some reason. But let's assume this one, right? This would be a checkmate, yeah? Or not. Wait, there is a silver here. Drop something. It's a checkmate, just kind of convoluted. Yeah. So then king runs here, we can take the gold. And then they have to use this gold to protect, right? Or run, but running is a checkmate, so maybe here. And then you're threatening a checkmate, so maybe they can use a piece to defend. But maybe that's too much. Maybe that's allowing the king to escape too much. Maybe they can spend another move to defend here. The problem of escaping early, there's a knight drop. You have to drop the silver. Like, yeah, if it's like you say, if it's the neutral attack, you will be faster in that line with the knight drop. So they will have to defend, make it more complex. Yes, yes, I think your opponent was right. The activation of the horse is your biggest problem. As we said, in this position, you have 4 attacking pieces, but this piece is not really active. So this pawn push might be a little bit risky looking, but it's a mean to activate that horse. And giving you de facto this critical piece, right? The knight drop. But then, yeah, you open this square, so like there are some moves that could look scary. Repeating myself a little bit. Protecting the bishop drop, for example. Maybe this is nasty now because the lance can take it. And, you know, like putting a pressure on your king, and then the question is who has more, who can escape more. Like, you enter endgame, that's much more complex. So yes, that was giving you a chance by complicating the game. I think so. Okay, too much analysis. We have so many keyflow and I spent 30 minutes talking about one. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Engine suggested some other crazy way to activate the horse, which I don't remember, but pawn 6-4 is much more human. Okay, what was the engine move? I'm interested. Something like this? Or something crazy like this? That's a little too crazy, perhaps. Also, you could move the horse before moving the silver. I don't know. It is interesting indeed. But the horse is the key piece, definitely. We all agree on that. The problem with moving horse here, it's gonna be taken away for free, right? Oh, you remember? Okay. Sacrifices the horse. Like this. Oh. So this time they have to move back. And perhaps the gold move is more effective. Takes the knight immediately. Okay, that's even cooler, actually. But were your advantages in that situation? So yeah, the difference from the other positions, you know, you don't have this weakness. And you're one move faster, because they could drop the rook, then you exchange the horses. Here you're the one to exchange, they have no rook. Or yeah, I wanted to propose this variation afterwards, yeah. Like you could, yeah, this gold is, this is a fork, right? Looks good to me. Interesting, yeah? So what did we learn? You cannot use the horse? Sabaki it. By the way, this is the next, this will be the next title for Shogi Lexicon. Sabaki. This is a good example. The maximum of piece activation, yeah? Throw it away. You're useless horse. I'm gonna take the knight instead. He's my friend. Yeah, sorry. So, that was fun example of Sabaki. So yeah, the horse is stuck here. The horse is stuck here, still. Yeah, in my brain, I didn't want to say it, but in my brain, I also wanted to take it away and drop the knight somewhere here. But I couldn't find any usage for it. I couldn't find a good usage. Especially now that this knight is an attacking piece, yeah? If you take it, you slow down the opponent's attack for the material. But as you know, in the endgame, the speed matters. The problem is this attack with the knight, silver, and the dragon, it might be not sustainable. And this is why it might be overplayed, but perhaps there's only way to do it, so here. Okay. And they're running away because they have no gold. This is so close yet so far. So yeah, we ended up with like two playing pieces as a bigama. They're not helping you capture this king, right? This is why it looks like you made a good job of pulling the king out, but your biggest piece. It's like you're playing a handicap, yeah? You just cannot win like this. Yeah, so if we had this horse here, for example, yeah, that would make a big difference. Yeah, we want to get to the king, not away from him, actually, but... So my brain is like thinking, sacrifice this and somehow capture this king, but I don't think it's working. This horse is not helping. Few moves ago, I would consider this move, but I think he can just block it by adding attacking piece. And this is why I think he's winning, basically. Because we have no way of using this horse. Wait, unpromoted? That's funny. Yeah, this is something better than taking the lance. Well, I would consider a silver drop, but there's a lance drop. Lance drop, then we take it, and even if we take it, the pawn comes in, the king cannot run up. You don't have enough pieces to break through, then knight promotion means this guy can be taken. So we cannot really promote the knight. Even if they give us the lance, gold takes, pawn takes, king takes, they're kinda escaping, right? But knight also, the silver drop doesn't really threaten anything yet. Alone. Next we take it. Okay, so what's going to happen is next we take this. If they attack, we take. No, it doesn't work. I was reading this, but actually the king can go here. Like this. So pawn drop, lance drop, takes, runs, goes, and now this gold is helping you. So this is like barely winning. I see. It's fine. It happens. So maybe something like this. Okay, let's think of the most stupid move. You want a lance? I'm not giving you one. How can you speed up this position? Pawn push targeting, no, pawn push targeting knight drop, for example, eh? We have to take. Takes. Rook goes here. Is this a checkmate threat? We still don't have a checkmate. This looks winning for you. Okay. Lance is not a good move. Do you have a way to speed up? Now, it's kind of funny. It's your horse that's blocking them right now. Knight to 3-5. Oh, for them. Okay. Yeah, that also looks good. Agree. That looks good. Okay, so we don't have this much spare time as Gote. So silver means you have no escape. No escape, you die here or you checkmate me faster. Now the main question is... is this a checkmate? So let's assume this happens. Or this happens. Are we losing or winning? There is this horse here, which is kind of weird. We have few options. We could sacrifice the rook, we could go here. And this horse does a really good job defending, actually. So like... there's an easier way? I think there's an easier way. Not enough pieces? No, enough. Something like this. Knight for 6. The one that I just played, right? In which move, Koshiro? Before rucksack. Oh, before rucksack. Oh, that's brilliant, actually. Yeah, I was reading like this line of attack. And then I realized maybe it's not working because like king can run here. But yeah, if we just say as Koshiro does, simply knight drop, that's even better, yeah. Because the gold is pinned. Tunnel vision. Alright, so the knight promotion is checkmate threat, and we are losing one move, right? Can we do something to help us? So we just determined that even if they take the horse, this is dying, right? Thanks to Koshiro, we determined that. So that, I think that answers Journey's question, that there is no better move here. Because the knight promotion is powerful enough. Unless there is some brilliant escape route. But if we push this pawn, there are a few issues with that. We have another move to make. We could take this, we could take this, we could drop the knight. So we can make an attacking move in answer to that. And the Rance drop isn't really like Kishi. Perhaps there is still a defensive move for the other side as well. But I would say, yeah, I would say that this side is winning. Yeah, this side, that side is winning. And therefore, around here we're too slow already. So yeah, the most amazing move was the computer move, right? To sacrifice the horse in here and like continue attacking. So like they cannot touch our king. They would need like 3 moves to touch our king, I think. And therefore we have 3 moves of attacking speed. Anyway, that's way too long for one Kifu. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you so much, Yellow. That was really... I think I learned a lot just by looking at it. Hope you guys too did too. Next we have Mori, who's got it as well. Mori is got it, right? Mori is got it, yeah. So that's kind of interesting first move to make. Opponent is playing third file rook with a normal third file rook. Normal meaning we closed the bishop line and we closed the rook. We put a bishop in front of the rook, not Ishida style. And Mori is going for Anaguma. So there is no reason for you to close the bishop diagonal. There's no reason for you to close it, Mori. Thank you, Yellow. Very interesting game. There is no reason for you to do that. You can move the bishop here, you can speed up the king maneuver. If they push this pawn, then you can consider it. So here you have to slowly notice that this pawn is going for an exchange. Do you want to defend it or not? I bluntly remember that depending on the situation, the gold stays here to help you develop the silver. And I know that we played a game together with Mori where I recommended him this shape. But that shape is played when your opponent has a high shape. This time they're going like pretty low, they have a Mino, and they're going from this side. So it means those squares will be weak, yeah? If you build that shape. So here you're one move too slow. If you wanted to put the silver here, you're one move too slow, right? It's better to do it here. Here. If they do that, you do this, yeah? That's the order of moves. Here it's like they could have pushed this right now. They didn't, but they could have. So I know we want to attack, but our Anaguma is not really finished yet. This god is far away. Now there's the question, do we go here or do we go here? And I'm not really familiar which is the correct play. The other question is, how do we use this bishop? Like, if we didn't close it and this would be open... Okay, we would have closed it because the silver went here, actually. I know that there is a way to like counter Ishida style when you have the bishop here and the silver comes here. That's one way I know to do it. And perhaps the rook is here, I'm not sure. This one... Okay. Okay, let's see how this exchange goes. Okay. So... Okay, I see. You wanna... I wonder if I would take this first, because if they take, I take it with my bishop. If they go, I go here. And this way I have one more pawn and my rook is advanced. If they go for the bishop exchange, I'm assuming you're afraid of that. I can immediately target the knight as well. It doesn't matter. Maybe my rook is more unsafe. But here I would definitely take this pawn. Because if I push this pawn, they can protect, yeah? Sure, you can maybe pressure it. But I feel like this is too good looking to not try it. You have the full control now. Control over this line. This is the most important line in Anaguma. Their bishop is retreated. So the way they want to use this bishop is like to slowly harass your rook. But you've started the battle and they went for the counter. Like here, they went for the counter without using the bishop, so that's why perhaps it looks good for you. And then they're pushing here, like, please open your bishop line. It's like, with pleasure, and then you go and use the bishop, yeah? You have trouble with Sankibisha against this position, yeah. That's another, yeah, that's talk for another, that's discussion for another game of game. And here they're blocking your bishop, okay. I see, so even if we were to do the same thing as I shown here, they would have done the same, perhaps, yeah. That's because their silver is so strong right now. Silver on the 5th row, right? We talked about this. So this is why I would play here. And this time, our rook is on the bottom, but we have the same move, right? Maybe they can do this and come out. It's still the same good attack. Yeah, our Anaguma has only 2 pieces. This gold is a little far away. But I would take this fight. I would take it. Yeah, this silver is a very strong move. If you guys are familiar with the tomahawk strategy, it's part of it. Putting the pressure on the head of Anaguma. This is why we prefer to have the gold here if they come from this side, but in this case, well, it's even better to activate the bishop. So, okay, this is scary. This looks scary. Yes, we've broken the 2nd and 3rd file, but suddenly they're counter-attacking here. This is the swinging rook's specialty, yeah? Swinging the rook back and forth. And here we're playing here. This is also a very good defensive move. We're attacking, we're defending. The silver comes here, we just go here. That's brilliant, Mori. That's brilliant. So here they come to defend as well. And we decide to take this pawn. Okay. So I feel the need of harassing this rook more. Because if they run away and we do the same thing, as a result we can promote our bishop. Of course we can discuss the fact that rook promotion attacks our god and it's scary, but hey, we promoted the bishop. We are doing the same thing anyway, right? Posture check. Thanks, Zombie. Hydrate. Oh god. Okay. Got it. So yeah, I would try to do one more thing, maybe. Okay, yep. Yep. So this would be, I was like, yeah, this makes sense, but now I see the opponent's move and I'm like, yeah, this actually is pretty scary sacrifice. Like, promote, and suddenly you have a token next to your Anaguma, right? And you have to take the silver. If you don't take the silver, it's gonna join the attack. Yeah, you have to take it. They have 3 attacking pieces plus 2 pawns. You're gonna probably die. But that was your plan with the gold drop. You have to stick to it. Actually, never mind. Why does this move feel so good? It's actually pretty good. They're surviving, right? They're surviving. Yeah, they survived, yeah. Now they have all the pieces. Ooh. Oh, nice endgame. Nice endgame. Unpromoted? Promoted. So they have a checkmate, right? They have a checkmate here. And we don't have a gold. If we had a gold, this would be winning, right? Right? Right, brain? Not really, they can run here. Bad face. You are winning here. Here where? With the rook job? Before you started exchanging everything. Here. You can move up the gold. And then you're saying they need to use generals to attack, and if they give you any, you're gonna win. Behind the pawn. No, no, no. After exchanging the rook. Which gold? You don't remember the timing. Okay. So yeah, I guess I can agree that they have to use a general to continue attacking. And then you don't have to sacrifice the rook, perhaps, and use it to counter, but it's very, very close. Generally, you don't want to have such token next to your Anaguma. Sacking the rook feels good, okay? Yeah, it does distract the token. Yes, yes, it does make space, yeah. I mean, it's risky because if you don't have strong enough attack, they're gonna win, just because they have more pieces. Here you can move the gold, but oh, simply. Then they drop the rook. Then they drop the pawn. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I think you did good job in the middle game. Apart from this bishop, right, move. I think it brought you some trouble. It's interesting. I mean, I would prioritize the bishop promotion, but the fact that you have the gold here, that's interesting to me. Talking is huge, and the rook drop combined with pawn drops, that's amazing. Sacrifice. Take, but this looks like barely not enough for some reason. Like maybe I would take the knight here and drop it here. Without like exchanging the gold, because the bishop is trapped anyway, right? Maybe I would take here. Drop it. If they take, we just take. The king has to take. Then we can take the bishop, right? After move 81. Yeah, so around here you shouldn't have taken the bishop. That's what my conclusion was. And what if they drop the pawn? We take. That's the idea. They take, we drop, they run, we take. Something like this. Yes, I see. Yeah, it's not enough to win the game, but it does exchange some of the defenders. It's still quite a long game because they have a lot of generals in hand. But seems fine to me. Yeah, the fact that you've slowed them down, that was huge, I think. The rook sacrifice was pretty good. I thought the silver can escape and help the attack, but actually... Maybe the silver shouldn't escape then. Maybe it's like a lost cause and we should go for it. And then you go with your magical exchanges. Maybe something like this would be better for your opponent. Anyway, I think you did great job in the opening, apart from that bishop. You have a great sense of the endgame. And this was simply complicated. It was simply complicated. I think it was a good game. What was the level of your opponent? I was in Viami. Well, if Viami is your problem, play quickly in the opening, Mori. Anaguma doesn't require you to remember the line. Oh, you almost won against 5 down. Jeez, nice. Nice. Well, do it until you stop doing that then. Do it until you stop doing it. Alright, who's next? Next we have Escape Artists. Did I save the game? Yeah, I did. Then we'll have... Whose is it? Takami or Olema, was it? Download. Who posted this Gifu? Abigail. No, is it Abigail? Boop. This is Abigail's. Oh, it was James. Nice. All right. So we're gonna start with Mifa's Gifu. Still have some time. Mifa is Gote. No, Abigail, you're third in the line, unfortunately. Oh shoot. Okay, we cannot watch this because it's a 4-piece handicap. So I will change it to 4-piece. Okay. So 4-piece, 6-piece this is. What? No, 4-piece. I was like, the silver moves like, oh, there's space here. My brain is weird today. Okay. Third 5 rook. Just perhaps from my experience is if you put pawns here and pawns here, it's easy that it becomes draw, right? Because you don't have any vanguard pawn. In fact, it's the handicap giver that has a vanguard pawn. So the concept of this having the space is kind of important, I think. For example, yeah, if we were to take this pawn, they wouldn't be able to develop the knight, yeah? I find this concept interesting. Anyway, it's not like it's bad, it's just specifics of this. Okay, so silver crown, it's a really old style shogi. Okay, so it would be nice to exchange this pawn, but we want to exchange this. Okay, the gold is now under attack, we're gonna block it, and we're going in. Okay. Both sides have a vanguard pawn. It would be cool if you had a knight to support that push. In the meantime, this pawn drop would happen. This looks like... Do we have to take it? Can we ignore it? It's just knight. Just go here, just go here. Take, 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 take. Rook is free, ready to go. I wonder if we need to give you the knight. Yeah, exactly. Just go here. Am I missing something? Take, take, drop, take, go down. Maybe Mifa move will come up. It's not enough to break through. And this is when the knight drop would happen. It's fine. It's fine. We're attacking the head of the king. Who cares? Oh, no, it's kind of scary, but I wonder if we had to, like, do that. The knight is going to die? Not really, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of curious to play this one. Because this vanguard pawn is my important pawn. I don't really want to give it to you for free. If you drop the knight, I'm gonna drop it as well. Anyway, that might be my weird sense. What? We have to take the silver. This loses us the... Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, this is overplay, right? Yeah, this is bad. To take this. Disturb this gold, then take it. If they take, they cannot promote. We both made stupid mistakes. Okay. I mean, at some point I would like to have my bishop here. But my rook is slowly getting hot. It's slowly getting in trouble. Not really happy of this outcome. This guard is not helping handicap giver, so kind of happy. The king is pretty safe. If I'm able to attack strongly, I think I would be happy to have this position. Like, immediately I can dangle my pawn here and like threaten the king, right? Add my bishop to the equation, boom, boom. I'm kind of happy. I don't need my rook. Who cares about the rook? Isn't it Mifa's proverb? Who cares about the rook? Okay, but this is still quite complex, I guess. Quite complex, but the bishop is not very active. In case you guys don't know, this check, that's actually illegal move. Especially if you're a beginner. This is illegal move. It's called infinite check. You cannot do that in Shogi. The side that gives the check loses. Yes, you could play a move like check, king runs, play a move, they play, check, king runs, play a move, play a move. Like repeating it without a check, that would be okay. But the rook is nothing to me. This is why you play without rooks. But yeah, that would be illegal. This is like playing for time. But yeah, it looks like you're trying to enter the king, and it seems to me like you're succeeding. Oh, 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 oh. Did I spoke too early? You're checkmated. No, you're barely escaping there. Barely escaping there. Scary. Very scary. Very scary. Pound promotion? It's not enough. The king can run here. So close. So close. No, I want a Hishi. Don't make checks. I want a Hishi. This king is surviving. Give me a Hishi. Drop a silver or something, no? Silver pawn goes down, sacrifice. Doesn't take. Promote. It's checkmate. If he takes... take, round, take. This is a checkmate. Pound promotion. You know, I'm considering silver drop. Considering this. The king runs to here, it's a checkmate. King runs to here, it looks suspiciously checkmate-ish. Yeah, and then taking it is like... what? Taking the gold, right? Hey, this kind of game, if a game with your friends where you both make mistakes, is the best. So yeah, this is just chasing the king away, unfortunately. Yeah. Ooh. Almost survived. By the way, just technicality, but isn't king going up better? Because the gold drop means the king can go here and the silver is protecting the square, right? Unless there's a checkmate like this or something. But I don't think there's enough pieces for that. Yeah, the king is surviving, right? I wonder if this was better. Takes. Yes, okay. Like, this is checkmate, right? Clearly. Just proved it. So king going here. And, well, speaking, like, weirdly, to arrive at the same position, you would need to use up a gold, right? So, meaning, because you used up all the golds here, that wouldn't be enough to checkmate the king if we were to go to the same line. Of course, you know, there is the variation with lion stakes, but... is this enough? King, gold, takes, takes. You're missing one gold, right? So this seems to be surviving, yeah. But then, of course, perhaps you can take the rook instead, yeah? So, I don't know, gold, take the rook. That's not enough to win for Maple anyway. So maybe this chasing over here, that wasn't the best. This is also an interesting move, because if the king were to run, the rook can promote, and here we're forcing the rook to be trapped behind the pawn. But we don't necessarily have to take the pawn, right? We could promote the pawn or something beforehand, I think. Or maybe promote the rook simply. I need to play him against this handicap. Do you have any recommendation? For you? Have fun, Mifa. You seem to have a lot of fun. Just keep enjoying it. It's not much hinge I can do. This Shogi speaks fun to me. Seems like there's a lot of enjoyment there. Just keep it up. I hope that Maple is not getting pressured too much to, like, win against you. Chess is pain for me, but pain I enjoy. Well, that's one way to look at things. Alright, thanks Mifa. Let's go back. We have 2 more Kifu to go. Back to even games. We have Olema. Olema is Gote. Everyone's Gote today, eh? I planned for entering King, of course. You always plan for that when you're playing handicap. Difficult but such like exercise. Yes, your muscles hurt, but then you can do more laps or something, yeah? So your opponent is drunk, but he's playing a very scary strategy. Where he keeps his bishop line closed and then he's gonna like rush you with his silvers here. I think. It's like this type of strategy. Like, you don't have to move the rook here, like their rook is blocked, so it's fine to not do it. But now I feel this is overplayed. I wanna punish this move. I wanna open my bishop line and like punish this. Just my feeling, but maybe I'm being overconfident. Thanks for sending, Mifa. Okay, now they're drunk. They're very drunk. Okay. So we have a lance advantage. We could push this pawn and force them to take it and then do this, but they're gonna drop a pawn. Our lance survives. If they drop it here, we can take it, because then the rook dies. So they will have to drop it here. And next they're threatening this. Or this or this. It's all the same, the pawn promotion. So I wonder if it's too late for us to do something in here, probably. We also could just ignore this move and try to utilize the lance somewhere else. I mean, this speaks to me because, like, my bishop is open and I like it. But yeah, this is like hard counter. Yeah, your opponent is... your opponent is really weird. Like here... Yeah, we could also play this, I guess. Take the lance more directly. I don't know. If I were on your side, if I were playing what you're playing, I were doing this, maybe I would have taken it with the bishop. Because I can threaten this in the future. Maybe I'll take it with the bishop. Pawn, push, take, drop. Yes. Take, natural, take, natural. Take, punish. If they take, I promote. If they take, I'm losing the silver. Maybe that's not the best outcome. Lance drop, okay. Take, goes. Push, promotes, grants. Nice, so us here, take. Goes in. We just got a horse, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's painful though. Maybe defend one more move. There's also this move here, if you are greedy. This. Promote. Whatever they take, that piece is gonna be pinned. So even if they take it, we can drop it. Yeah. It's kind of weirdly looking lance in front of the dragon, but it's pinned. Of course, the knight also looks nice. It's still pinned, yes. Okay, now it's not pinned anymore because they blocked our horse. So I would drop it here instead, attacking the pin piece, and if they block my horse... Actually, no. Come on, let's be honest. Boom. We win. Let's not be afraid of sudden checkmate threats. Checkmate threats are fun. Yeah. It seems like he has many generals around his king, but actually they're all useless. Yeah. It's fine. So this, because we have two golds, even if they drop a gold, checkmate, yeah. Or if they take, they drop a gold at the head. That's because those are silvers. Silvers are useless. So that's your chance, yeah. And this is why the knight was good, to provoke that gold to move up. And here's your chance, yeah. And compared, guys, if you compare it to the game we watched in the beginning of the stream today, you saw the horse was not useful, right? Here, look how well this dragon and horse are working together. Silvers are useless, Shogi professional player. Yep. In defense, I said. Silvers are useless in defense. That's what I said. In defense. I mean, look at this silvers. They're like, the king is like, help me, and the silvers like, you know, like Lion King hyenas. They're like, what? And Skaza is like, protect me from Simba. And like, what should we do? Like, ah. And it's like, it's useless. It's lions are better, you know. And the goats are better, of course. In that meaning, silvers are useless. So yeah, we don't want to use that knight if we don't have to. For some reason, I want to take this silver, you know? Because it would force... I don't know. Which silver should we take? This forces us back, right? Weakens our... Like, if you ever see like this position where your horse or dragon are in defense and are attack like a light piece, like knight, that's like a horrible feeling. Please don't make this position, yeah? You are kind of lucky that this horse is attacking the dragon and he doesn't notice, but... For example, yeah? They notice it, run away. They're threatening to fork your two big pieces at once. That's not a very favorable position, right? We can take it. We can promote, right? Or we can take it and drop another rook. What you gonna do? Drop another rook? Yeah, please bring this gold even further away from the king. You know? Yes, the rook drop is a Tetsuji, but like you can abuse it. Now we're threatening checkmate from this side. Well, not really a checkmate, but like approach to the king. Free silver, yeah, silver equals free was in the defense. Yep. Okay. So now your opponent is just throwing away pieces. I don't know why he moved the king this way. I don't know why. Well done. Well done. You should have tried to run to the other side, but obviously, yeah, maybe you can still... I see. That's why. Yeah. You did well. What is your level? 2Q. Yeah, I think you're gonna level up quickly. Should be at least one done with that. Any questions you have, Cheese James? You don't seem to have trouble with this opponent. Played very well. But yeah, this one miss, but it's your opponent who was drunk, don't worry, you did well. Yeah, around here, maybe here, yeah. Take. Maybe I would take it here. And because the knight drop is threatening, I would drop the pawn and target to reopen this line. Maybe I would consider this. And at this point, you know, if they attack my horse, I don't really care. I just want to break through. This is the endgame thinking. The same way, I don't care about my horse here. I just want to get to the king, yeah? So if you get that speed in the endgame, James, I think you will be unstoppable. Maybe go aggressive when getting forked. That's another, yeah, Koshira's mentioning a good thing. There's a Shogi proverb that says, if you're in the fork, don't run away. Yeah. If you didn't know about that proverb. But I don't see which fork are we talking about. No, the knight move, you know. Okay, so let me rephrase another thing. Silvers are useless in defense. Attack the golds, yeah? The gold is the better defender. Eliminate the gold. How about that proverb for you, James? It's not a fork, but the gold is pinned. You're gonna take it, yeah? I mean, take it more directly, that's another thing, but... yeah, and the biggest support is the gold. Alright, we're gonna go last. Kifu, thank you so much, James. I hope you're on our Discord. If you're not, here's the Discord link. I wish to see you more of your games. You seem to be doing very, very fine. And we have Abigail, who's got it. Another got it. Everyone's got it today. Before the dragon, gold fork. Ah, the knight, this one. Just take this, you mean? Yeah, that's actually better. Okay, James, one last thing. Here, because this pin, the gold is pinned, yeah. It's very strong, you can just abuse it. The knight is far away from your castle, and actually it helps you that it takes the dragon, yeah. If it takes the gold, on the other hand, your dragon comes to the attack as well. It's a pretty good move that Koshiro pointed out. Yeah, never run from a fork. It's a proverb. Because you see how it speeds you up? They will take one of those pieces. Just forget. They cannot take them both at the same time. That's the idea. They cannot take them both at the same time, so use their move somewhere else. But yeah, sacrificing a dragon, that requires courage, right? Okay, because the horse is so strong in the attack, it can follow up the attack. Okay, and Abigail. What do you have for us today? Third by rook, okay. Third by rook versus third by rook. You're going for Mino, you're not pushing the edge pawn, alright. And the silver comes to here. Great, okay, great. Now what we gonna do? Okay. Is this gonna succeed though? Is this attack gonna succeed when the rook is protecting here? I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, here. You have a backup plan. Gotcha. I don't think this pawn push is the best for your opponent. Yeah, so your opponent just wasted a move. Blocked his bishop. I don't know what he's doing. No, but the dragon! The dragon, Abigail, the dragon! The dragon check! Why would you be like, the knight? No, that's a dragon! Okay, remove the guard general. Okay. Alright, I guess the dragon became useful on that fight. Okay, what's your opponent's rating, Abigail? 1 done. You just crushed him completely. What's your highest rating, Abigail? What's your highest rating? 1 done. Get to 2 down immediately. What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing smurfing on this 1 down account? What are you doing here? You're watching World Shogi League. Okay, that's acceptable. I mean, you did very well here. Just smurfing. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing, Abigail. Maybe if you play this strongly on 30-60, Similarly to Mori, yeah? If you're afraid of Byomi and you would like to get stronger, just play longer time, yeah? In Keishukai, we play longer time to like learn, and in the Shorekai, they play even longer time. So that might be a way to improve in Shogi. It's fine. It's fine. Just play where you're strong, play where you can play strong moves, and learn when you make the mistakes. When you're doing your best and making your mistake. If you make mistake in time, okay, I don't know if you guys were today in the morning with our chess stream. We played like a very quick chess game at the end, 5 minutes, 3 seconds. I'm not gonna learn anything from those games. It's just practice like by playing. But what mattered is that we did this study. We spent 1 hour and a half studying positions without time limit. This is where I learned the most. So if you, Abigail, can find an opponent who can play 30 minutes and 1 minute Byomi, and you can do your best to consider the position and then make a, let's call it a mindful mistake, then you can mindfully correct it later, yeah? If you just do it because, oh, I didn't have enough time to think, that's no lesson at all, because you knew you would make this mistake with more time. So I don't know if you guys read the Discord, but we had a discussion about making Shogi camp, and I'm always laughing that between TT series we have the summer time where people just relax, not think of Shogi, and then the next season starts again with series mode. And maybe we could make a Shogi camp in form of small tournament where we play long time control together. Maybe that would be motivating. Then do some Sume Shogi together, watch some pro games. I mean, obviously we cannot have a real camp because that would require people to fly around the world and meet up. But I'm really for the online version of that. Just the day before I played iFuri against Archon and lost because I had no time. Yeah, it happens, just happens. Especially with like crazy variation. Yeah, I agree, Todd. 81 dodge is not so convenient because you cannot play rated longer. Yeah, this is why we should make a camp. We should make it. How about that, guys? Do you like the idea? 1 minute. Rated. Yeah, it's only 15 minutes. You would have to go non-rated, right? Is there a way to set up special time control with tournament on 81 dojo? That's longer time. Own tournaments. Organize. Tourney. Taikai. Description. Registration. Thinking time. Yes, we could do that, Abigail. We could do that. And then we could restrict application to club members. We could totally do that. Sounds exciting now. Oh, that's the game. We should study some iFuri Bisha one day. Yeah, so this silver move I'm not fan of. So I would probably drop the pawn and then follow up it with a lance, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's wishful thinking. So I would consider sacrificing the silver here, but... or even going here. Yeah, I would just consider those. Yeah, now we're sacrificing all the pieces. You're not gonna win this game anymore. Yeah. Yeah, lance. Ah, the lance. Yeah, but not really, because it can be taken by the lance, right? Yeah, anyway. If it's because of the BRME, move 49, if because of the BRME, then the conclusion is, you know, clear. But also not really clear. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Pound drop. Okay. Yeah, then you have an attack and he doesn't, right? You could still try to block your bishop line. But then you would end up having a Tolkien, this knight being dead. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Like, this is... Yeah, but that's the result, as we talked today, that, you know, this bishop is blocked and this bishop gets a good position. Yep, well done. I think it's better, yeah. But in the game you were also winning, so I don't think it's that necessary that move was bad. I think you were still winning in the actual game. So I think we're gonna have this discussion about this tournament. If you guys would like to, please tell me on the Discord. Also, if you didn't notice, there's this formula for players that joined at Series 4. You can anonymously tell us what do you think about the tournament and help us improve it. So if you, the players of Series 4, Season 4, have some time, please share your opinion under that link. Yeah, and because we're entering the summertime, we'll think of having some fun games, Shogi related in the voice chat. We will think about summer camp. And yeah, if you don't want to miss it out, join our Discord. I think I commented all the Kifu for today. I'm looking forward for your next week ones. And if you guys have any more questions, I can answer them, but if not, we're gonna finish for today. Speaking of quick Shogi. So why I don't hear the Biomi sounds? Why I don't hear the Biomi sounds? Did my headphone die actually? Perhaps my headphones dies. Wait, no, you guys can hear it, right? I don't know why I don't hear it in my headphones. Okay, my headphones just fell asleep. That explains it. I'm still trying to get Twitch to put description on the Shogi category. Yeah. I see, Abigail. Yeah, then take it slower. Take it slower. Why not? I mean, speaking of which, guys, if you go to Twitch and you Google Shogi, finally, we have Shogi streamers actually appearing on the webpage. I'm so happy. And you have actual category that's appearing, which is kinda shows that we're more serious than before. Yeah. And if you look on the videos, you can see there's so many streamers. So many. So amazing. Toad is here. You're all guys. You guys are amazing. The collab, we're waiting for their answer. Update category. Keep trying, Toad. Keep trying. Eventually they'll acknowledge us. Oh no, it's winning, right? He was a checkmate. A good game. Yeah, if enough people would vote, maybe you can share it on the Discord, Toad. How about that? So you see, Mori, if you're still here, you see how he keeps his bishop line open if he's not pressured? And now using it to attack? How did he get rid of this pawn? I forgot. Sacrificed it like many moves ago, right? I was like, what's the meaning of this move? But many moves later, it actually makes sense. Nice. He's asking about this move if he had confidence in this position. Yeah, not two stonks. Let's just see what they say. They're just speaking that it's Biami, so he never has confidence in Biami. Yeah. Oh, super long game? How long? This one? Maybe they're actual pros. Who knows? I mean, people like this usually are like ex-Shurika players. But it wouldn't be surprising if... Oh, this is some serious Shogi. Yeah, like, guys, there are pro on 81 Dojo hiding. They are... It wouldn't be surprising if those people were either pro or Shurikai. You can check Aono's profile, I guess. He says... He doesn't care about the rating. I think he sounds... I know it's weird, but he sounds like Shogi fan rather than pro. It gives me a vibe of an older guy who's like very strong, but I don't know. It gives me the vibe. Anaguma or Jaimino? Long game, Anaguma probably. Yeah, it's easy to say. Yeah. But they're not really using their thinking time, yeah? It's move 36 and they're playing pretty quick. It seems to me like Senda is maybe like a student and the other guy is maybe like a teacher or higher ranked person. But I don't know. It's a very strong Ataguma shape there. Anyway, please, you guys, if you want to watch this game, join 81 Dojo. You can spy on them. Yeah, it has to be unrated. Yeah. Unrated. If you guys like the idea of Shogi Camp online, please tell me on the Discord. Remember to fill up the questionnaire for TTS players. And I will see you on the next Saturday with our chill stream. And thank you so much for joining and everyone sending your Kivo. You are all improving. I'm proud of you guys. Hopefully you're gonna join the next season. But for now, summertime, so let's enjoy it. Bye-bye.